Look at this bend over, this arch.
Look at that tree right there. Right there. Look at the way, there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
And they're twisted.
These are 2 aspens right here that are twisted and wove. They're weaved. Look at that. And then at the top, they're crossed, going over another tree and ending right there at that aspen.
And they're still alive.
And they're still alive. Look at this. TP started here. Look at this double. Look how that's twisted. That whole tree is twisted all the way up with the leaners. That's a trident, sweetheart. That's a 3-ball trident at the bottom with some leaners propped up to it. That leaner right there comes down all the way over and right there where the root ball is, and it did not fall there. That was placed in there.
That one.
Holy cow.
Grew, and they bent it up into there.
Okay, out for now. Whoa.
Around there.
And it's been knocked over, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, just be careful walking in this shit.
That didn't grow.
Didn't it?
Nope.
Hey.
That was placed.
This is a breakage. This was broken.
This is another leaner. This wasn't broken.
Look at this. Look at this. This was placed here.
Yep. So is this branch right here.
Look at that.
Those aren't even leaning downhill.
This tree, this leaner, was placed on this stump. And then you have another leaner coming in behind the stump that was placed there, going up and leaning on that branch. Out.
Like that was put there. That didn't fall there.
None of this fell here except for the main tree.
And then this one fell uphill into it there. And then that was just, well, that could have been part of
those leaners.
Yeah.
Going up into that tree there. That's weird.
That is weird. It's not anything huge or spectacular, but it's makes you go,
That's pretty steep up there.
Yeah. Even if we made it up, we'd kill ourselves getting down.
A lot of deadfall in here.
A lot of deadfall.
But somebody's making use of the deadfall.
Well,
Look at that leaner.
Yep.
That arch. Look at that. And it's buried. The other end's buried.
That one there looks like it was a break.
And there's prints up here. There's footsteps. Right there.
How far apart are they? Here's deer poop.
I want to get this leaner. This bend. Oop, fell there. Now this is cool. Okay, this is a bend over. It starts over there. See that? It comes straight over. And the end is underneath this. And then there's a bunch of leaners laid on top of that down at the other end. That is cool. Look at all these just laid here. None of those came from right here. Sorry for the bad photography. These are all just laid here. That arch is cool. Okay, out. Look at this tree with the weird bow in it. It goes up straight. Rumor has it Bigfoots like to do that when they're saplings, tie them in knots and bend them. That goes way up there. Hiked up here 25 years ago. All these just laid over that stump. Okay, we're going to go back down and try to find that X. I want to get a still of it. There's an X right there on the ground.
Yeah, I saw that.
Three laid out. Already out. Okay, we're not far off of the main trail. We're coming back down. And a good trail.
Yeah, I was following it.
Really good trail. And it's not a people trail. And then I find this. We found a couple lookouts here. Under these pine bushes that are all cleared off inside. They haven't been used for a while because I'm finding some cobwebs. But look how clean that is. There's a couple of them in here.
There's a trail right there.
And then trail going right up. Disappearing. You could see it going back into the Quakies. Here's another one right here. Inside those trees there. Right in there. It's all cleaned out. And flat. Like I said, it doesn't look like they've been used for a while because there are cobwebs in there and kind of growing over. And then look at this. Plus a ton of flies in here.
Yeah, it's from all the
Okay,
scat.
we're at. We're sitting here, we're hearing knocks. We heard wood knocks, 2 of them now. So we're standing and we're watching. Guess what we found? All of a sudden. Turned around, looked down the trail. Big X. Big X.
Let's go look.
Under a leaner. Here's the leaner. Go look where?
Go look and see how it's constructed.
Yeah. Okay, that was bent over, propped up on that tree. This one came from in there.
There's no root ball there.
There's no root ball.
There's no root ball.
That one was placed in there.
That one was placed in there. You can see it right there.
Okay.
And here's a bend.
That branch right there was placed in there, and guess what's right next to it? An aspen bend. And the other end of that bend is propped up under this branch, so you can see exactly where it goes. And this is a live aspen. Holy shit. Right here. And this
And
time,
the trail is just on the other side of those trees.
well, and then there's a trail back here too, look, coming right into it.
Yep.
And then the trail goes up that way.
And look at those sticks weaved up to that tree right there. And those sticks weaved up.
There's another X laying down, and a small teepee built right there into that aspen.
And look at that on the big tree.
Look at those leaners there, those three. Going right up.
And this is 3. And that's 3.
This is 3. That's 3. Holy crap. All that, an X, bend, and some leaners in 3s.
Baby. Mama.
Yeah. It's like Mama was teaching the babies what to do. Okay, I'm out for right now. Okay, right off the trail again. Look what else we just found. Double X. There's an X there. That one comes down into another X there, and then squirts off that way. This tree branch was laid in there. That didn't come from there. This one here comes up, goes up into that tree there with a leaner coming down. That's 2 X's all in a small 50-foot area. And there's the Bigfoot trail. And here's another Bigfoot trail right down below that.
Or some sort of trail.
Yeah, some sort of trail. That one we found, that one up there. Up there is where I found the prints. But we couldn't tell if they were elk or something else. They looked too long for a bear. So I thought maybe they were an infant Bigfoot. And up that way from these X's is where we heard the wood knocks, up about 100 yards. We're out. Okay, we're on the trail. We're walking up a little farther than we did before. Right off the trail. Another X. This one's bigger than last week's. You got some leaners on the tree right next to it. You've got an X right there on the ground underneath it.
Can you see where that came from?
This one did not come from here. This log right here, right next to the X. Didn't come from this area. An old down tree right next to it. Okay. Another leaner right there. Leaner right here. This is all right around this one X. That's a beautiful X. This one's facing east. The ones that we found last week were all facing north and south. Right here on the ground, there's another X right next to it. And none of these trees came from this area either. You can tell right here. That's that twisted arch lean over that I found last week.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I filmed that.
How about this big one?
I filmed that one last week.
Look at that aspen. Starts there, just kind of bends up to there.
That wasn't like that last week. I'm almost positive. That's new. Yeah, that wasn't that way. Cause when I filmed that lean over, that wasn't that way. Okay.
Oh, here's a game trail.
I'm gonna try and do this a little better this week. Try not to jump around. My camera kind of went haywire last week. I put it into standby and it stayed in record mode. I didn't see that first X. Did you? I haven't seen it yet, and I thought it was right down here.
This didn't come from here.
No, sure
And
didn't.
it's still green.
Okay, and there's another X right on the ground.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I was losing my balance. I can
Here's
pick it up, but I don't think I can.
some deer
Yeah.
coming through. Deer going right up that trail there. Yeah, I didn't see that first X that we saw. Weird. We should have saw that. We should have saw that X by now. You don't think they knocked it down because we were up here, do you?
No, I don't think so.
Right down there's where we were last week, filmed those seats, those hideouts. Like I said, we're up a little farther this week. That gets pretty steep going up there.
Yeah, it does.
See that totem pole right there next to that other tree? Okay, I'm going to cut it off for right now. Okay, we got a little farther here. We're up to the rocks. Where we're standing right now looks like a little nest area. We got some pine cones, we got needles, we got wood laid down all around us. There's a break. There's a few breaks all the way around us. But what's neat about this area, look right there where all those trees are laid over, bent over that rock right there. Yeah, we got squirrels all around us chattering up a storm. That's the quakey area. It's pretty dark in there, and well, we just don't know what's in there, and that's where Ingrid had her feelings last week about going in there, so we didn't. We're not going to go in there again. It gets pretty steep. We already climbed up quite a ways. But you can see how steep it is just right up from us. It's pretty cool. Thought I saw a teepee up there earlier, but we lost it on the trail. Heard a couple knocks already. I knocked back, and then we heard some rock clacking. Haven't heard nothing else, seen nothing. Just some squirrels. Okay, we'll get back to you. Bye. All right, here we are. Walking the trail. We run into this little lover's arch. That one comes up and down right to the ground. Back up. Meets that one right there. That one comes over, up, and over right into the ground. Got a big stump here. Got some lean overs. Big one right there. Going right up. A lot of down in here. A lot of leaners. Look at this stick right here in this tree. Just placed there.
It's stuck in pretty good.
Yeah. And this one here, right in front of me, that looks like a young sapling that just kind of grew there, and they bent it over and put it right into the tree branch. And then here's double leaner right next to us. Comes right down, another one right there. Comes right up to the same place. That is so cool. A lot of leaners in here. A lot of leaners. A lot of little arches. Looks like the little baby Bigfoot been keeping busy.
Or another type of forest being.
Yeah. See a lot of little arches right there inside the little quakey area. Some leaners. There's 3 right there. Go down this way. Oh yeah. That's cool. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaners. All going up in a row. That is so cool. And then down at the base of that tree, there's a couple smaller leaners going up into it. Look at this break off right here. This is such a neat area. Look, oh, look at that stump with an X formed right over it. Yep, they decorated that stump. We've seen a couple of them like that now. We're on our way back down through to bypass the quakey area. Like I said earlier, a little star with an X. There's our main trail down there, it looks like. This area right here is cool though. All these leaners coming up. Look at that break off. That break off is broke and then comes right underneath some of the leaners and attaches to that aspen right there. Little arch. This is a nice little place. They probably sat right in here. It's kind of overgrown now, so that's why I think this is an older area.
Probably when they started clearing out the forest over there, it chased them out of here.
I'll bet.
There's our little X right there, sweetheart.
Where?
Right there. You're writing down. 1 o'clock.
No, that's not it.
That's not it?
No. No. That one there?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I thought that was our double X.
I don't think we were this high with it.
Really?
I don't think so. I'll videotape it again. That way when we get home,
We can compare.
because I thought that little X that we found before, I thought there was an arch right next to it. Well, anyway, we just found another double X.
And there's another small X to the ground right down there. 1 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, see? Right down through the trees there. There's a laid down X. With some leaners going up to that tree. Yeah, I don't think this is it, sweetheart. So, we'll check when we get home. Because remember on that little one, there was another bigger one right before it, and the Quakies are right there. And there's no X before that one.
Oh.
Here's another X though, right here. That's new. We didn't see that. I'm almost positive. And if it is, well, we just shot it again. Nice little sitting area. Okay, we're out. Okay, my camera's about ready to run dead on this battery, which it's a brand new battery and I don't have that much on it. Well, we're walking down, we're at the end of this one trail. We're cruising around the mountain. Look what we found. Now, I'm not saying that Bigfoot made this. I'm not saying that people made it. But there's Ingrid inside. Look how big some of them logs are. And there's no uniformity. There's no fire grate built. No stones inside. It's pretty cleaned up in there.
And each one's braced by something else.
And coming down the hill after we saw it, you can see up the hill right there. There's some breaks. I haven't seen an X yet. There's tree breaks. There's a couple arches. And then we run into this teepee. I swallowed my tongue as soon as I saw it. And what's weird, is the way it's made. Look at that. And the area is pretty cleaned up around here. So I know where they came from. We're going to go look for some structure around it. And then I'll probably end up changing this battery. We're out. Okay, I only got 4 minutes left on this battery. Farther on down from the teepee, we find this. 2 big old trees, and they've both been pushed uphill. They've fallen uphill. Okay, that one there comes clear down to there. The other one is way down there, so that's how big they are. They're right there. So I got to change this battery out, so I'm out again. Okay, we're back up on the north side. We decided to come back over here. I wanted to show you kind of how clean it is, what I was talking about. And then we saw this parallel. Just happened to fall right in between those 2 trees. But then there's an arch down there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, see it there? Another one behind it. And then look at that weird growing knot. That looks like a double. Looks like half of it's growing out from the knot and the other part goes straight up. Weird. But look. See how clean it is over here compared to the other side of the trail? There's nothing over here. Barely anything at all. And then you look up on, that's the trail right there. Look up on the other side of the trail. It just starts getting all filthy, all dirty. They say that's where the Bigfoot are. We're out. Okay, a little farther down the trail. Look at this arch. Big. That's a big tree. The only problem is it really doesn't come down to the ground. It comes off, well, just right down to the ground. I'll put it that way. Yeah, the base of that tree is probably 8 inches round. Up at the top's probably 6 inches round. And then you got a couple others. Small arch there. You got some leaners up there, of course. Leaner there. This is back on the north side, or south side, where it's all dirty. This is so cool. Okay. We're about ready to head back. 1:36 I got here. We've been on the trail since about 10, I think. Clouds are starting to come in, wind. So we'll get back with you. See ya. Okay, we're heading down the trail back to the truck. Look what we found. There appears to be, that's 2 trees. Look at the knot. I'm gonna walk down there.
Okay.
And this is on the north side of the trail, by the way, in the cleaned up area. But there seems to be a whole lot of down trees in this area right off the trail. We've been seeing a bunch of them. Both of us Kind of wondered how so many trees could be just blown over right off the trail on this side. But I wanted to walk down here. I want to see this knot. Ooh, look what I found. Hi, bud. How you doing, bud? He just come walking out right from behind that knot. I'm not gonna hurt you. You're a nice sized buck. See that? No, it's a big buck. And he's just sitting there letting me talk to him. That's just my wife, dude. That's a big buck. He's cool. He's big. There's another one behind him. There's two of them, both bucks. And he's only about 50 feet away from me, and they're not taking off. Okay, I'm gonna walk over to this knot. No, it is one tree. Tree's got elephantitis. Look at that. It's one tree split down the middle. And then the gourd or gout or whatever, and then it turns back into one tree. Cool. Yeah, those bucks just didn't care if I was here or not. I didn't spook them. They just looked at me, talked to me, and just walked off. Okay, we're out. Traveling down the trail. The trail we're taking's taking us way out of the way we came. Look what we found. This is not the same one that we filmed earlier this morning. This is a different one. Got some leaners in here. It's all pretty clean.
Right there.
Huh?
Your X right there.
Where? Oh, there's the X. There's a stick leaning up against that down tree. There's an arch. Okay, there's a break. Look at that. We got to stop and rest. We got to go back up this hill. This teepee Well, I'm not saying that Bigfoot made it, but somebody did. I don't know if it's human. We're out for now.